fillers. Introducing first, in the blue corner. He's got black trunks on with white trim. He weighed in at 292.5 pounds, sporting a professional record of 23-11, 15 knockouts. Out of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, give it up for Corey T-Rex Sanders. And his opponent, wearing solid black trunks. He weighed in at 241.5 pounds. A professional record of 50-6, 44K. Hometown, Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. Now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. The former undisputed heavyweight champion. The former three-time world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the youngest heavyweight champion of all time, Iron Mike Tyson!
A lot of the youngsters in the crowd just thrilled to have an opportunity to see the great former
That's
champ.
what I'm talking about, Colonel. That's exactly what this is about. The chance for him to see him live and in person.
At least you get the idea of what it was like in the day.
Let's have a good time tonight, okay? We've had a great show so far.
Give it up, ladies.
All right, you take a look at the tail of the tape, and it'll tell you Mike Tyson's 8 inches shorter. He's 51 pounds lighter. He's 9 years older, and he's giving away 10 inches in reach. So everything is in favor of Corey T-Rex Sanders, except for the fact that Mike Tyson was 50-6 when he was fighting as a professional fighter. He's now 40 years of age against Corey Sanders, who, by the way, had a fight just a week ago down in Kingston, Jamaica, a fight for real. He lost that, but it was a disputed decision in Trinidad to Kristen Maxwell. Okay, let's see what Mike does here. Well, he's got a pretty good pace going, pretty good sparring session. Digging body shot by Mike. Kind of distracted in his corner there. Oh, he drops T-Rex in the first round.
That's what I'm saying, man. He hit him. He hit him.
Caught him with a good right hand.
He's almost apologizing to him now.
6, 7. Hey, you okay, Corey?
He takes his standing 8 count, all right. So we've seen the power of Mike. You know, if Mike were to get back in and fight for a title again, even at age 40, in the early going, he's always dangerous because he can punch.
I've told people 75% of Mike Tyson is better than 100% of most of these guys now.
You know what? I like the movement that I'm seeing from Mike. If Mike fought some of his last few professional fights with this sort of body movement that he had, he might have done better.
Well, you know, also, but there's no pressure here, you know?
Yeah, that's
he's fighting
like,
relaxed. He's fighting relaxed.
Yeah, and Corey's not putting any pressure on him. Mike is showing some nice movement, but remember, this is a 40-year-old Mike Tyson. Remember, this is a sparring session. It's not for real.
I would like to see Corey drop a right hand on him. Oh, come on.
Mike nailed him with another good
yeah,
right
man.
hand. Man, the head.
Corey got to drop something on him. Let's make it interesting. Come on.
Corey kind of parring with his shots.
See, he's making it obvious it's a sparring session. Come on. Some of the best fights I ever saw were in the gym.
This is not one of your Philadelphia gym wars to this point. Mike looks all right, but Corey just sort of catches him.
Man, pick it up. He's got to pick it up.
Take a long step, Yeah.
Well, the crowd is starting to get on them.
I understand. Because Mike's doing his job to make it interesting, but Corey's not.
They don't know no better.
What did the ref just say? They don't know any better? Yeah, they do. The crowd knows what they see.
Hey, you know what, Colonel? I think the people just said, it just hit him. I actually paid money to see this.
That was Mike with a looping right hand, but Corey
He picked him up. He held him up. He held him up.
10 seconds.
Corey got to throw some punches with some intention behind
Well,
it.
he hasn't thrown any punches with any bad intention so far. He's just doing the catching on the end of the sparring session. And the crowd doesn't like it. I mean, we're not scoring the round, but I mean, it would have been a 10-8 now, but it doesn't mean anything. That's why the judges aren't scoring the round. Well, listen and hear what they have to say anyway. Well, I can't hear what Jeff Fennick is saying, but I'll tell you, I agree with you, Ray, that at some stage here, Corey Sanders has got to make this into a stronger sparring session. He was knocked down in the first round.
Got caught with a good right hand and legitimate right hand on the chin, and boom, he went down. Oh, there's another one. I mean, Mike's making it interesting. Corey's got to fight. Corey's the one who's not making it interesting. He's making it obvious it's a sparring session. Mike's not. He's trying to keep it entertaining. Oh, see there, Mike's holding him up. Mike's holding him up. I mean, come on. But this is what it's about. Coming to a place like Youngstown where they normally would not see Mike Tyson, giving them a chance to see him.
Well, that's what it's all about. Mike starts off with a right hand lead, and Corey, as you heard Boom Boom say, he's got to make this into a good sparring session. We got 3 more rounds to go here. Corey powering with the left jab. Corey's not throwing any power shots. Looks like he wants to mix it up a little bit more. Mike knows how to handle a big guy. See, Mike has all the tendencies and the killer instinct that he had when he was fighting for real. But Corey knows he's in there as a sparring partner, and Mike is showing some intensity. But Corey's the one, you're right, that'll make it interesting. And at this stage, it's nice to watch Mike Tyson, use this guy as a punching bag, but it's not interesting for the crowd.
No, and that's what I'm saying. He's not in the gym now. Corey's got to say he's going to perform. It is a performance.
With Mike not wearing headgear, they may have told Corey, be very careful around throwing shots at his head. But, that's no good for what the crowd came here to see, or their pay-per-view audience around the world. They want to see Corey puts a little bit of pressure on Mike. Again, Mike looking great against the guy who just went up a stationary heavy bag.
You know what? It's a little obvious when he's jabbing and missing your head by 2 feet. Jabbing over your head. Come on, try to hit him with the jab.
You get the jab going with the right hand behind it now, Corey. You got to make it interesting. The side-to-side movement of Mike looks like he's been in the gym, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm glad to see he's not a shot fighter. It's just guy doesn't want to fight anymore. He doesn't have the heart to fight.
Hey, let me tell you, if you don't have the fire in your belly, there's no sense of being in this sport.
No, absolutely.
And Mike admits that to himself. And, of course, I know it was a tremendous disappointment because he's a guy that always liked to perform, and he didn't perform in his last fight. But there's some nice movement here. But again, he's not getting anything from T-Rex. You could do this maybe overseas somewhere where there's just thrilled to see Mike Tyson because he's bigger than life. But here in a place like Youngstown, Ohio, where people work hard for the money, you've got to make it worth the while if they're going to pay for it. Well, this will definitely sell overseas because for the same reason that people in Youngstown came, they want to see Mike Tyson in person. Mike would have let that go. Had that been a real fight, that right hand would have gone and hit its target after the bell. How many times do we see that when Mike was fighting for real?
Oops.
Again, I don't know what we all expected, but I would just like to see Corey pick it up a little bit to give the crowd in attendance, and of course you people that paid the good money to watch the pay-per-view, an opportunity